He came and said, Karachi. I like, no, Karachi. So he just said, okay. So I understood the fact that he doesn't know where it is. So then I started explaining, okay, we come from a state called Jharkhand. It's a richest state in mineral resources. And still the response was, okay, that's good. So finally I had to talk about one of the most known things about Ranchi, that you actually don't want to speak about a lot, and it's a mental hospital. So there's two big mental hospitals in India. One is in Agra, and one, of course, is in Ranchi. So that's how it all started. Again today, coming over here, it's a first of a kind for me. Usually, whenever I come to the US, I don't do any public events. Usually, it's the family time, and we stick to doing our own stuff. But I feel it's an honor for me to be here today, especially. And the kind of response that all of you have given, it's a real pleasure. I've been to different places. Most of them have been cricket-playing nations. Whether you talk about England or Australia. So this was one of a kind because this was the first of its kind in the US, and it was an eye-opener. The way you have embraced the culture of US, but at the same time you have stuck to the Indian culture. It's something that's really appreciable, and the fact that a lot of you would have come maybe early 60s or late 70s and even later, but still to be 200% Indian and still acknowledge and respect the traditions of the country that you are in, I feel is something that everybody needs to learn. And at the same time, the way you have taught the coming generation, how they need to adapt to the various aspects of life, I think that's something that I really appreciate. And about the sport that I play, it's not really a sport that's very popular in the US. So often people ask, okay, what do you do? So I'm like, I play cricket. So they're like, okay, what really happens? I'm like, it's very similar to baseball, where you have a pitcher who doesn't actually pitch the ball. In cricket, when the bowler ball, he pitches the ball. So I said, it's a very similar sport. In baseball, you have 4 bases. You run diagonally to all the bases. We only have 2. We run in between them. And at times, with the T20 format coming in, I can actually tell them, it's slightly a fast-paced sport compared to the baseball. So other than that, it's very difficult for me to explain, how different cricket is from baseball. But other than that, a real pleasure being here. Thanks to all of you. Hopefully, I'll interact with you a lot more, but I know it will be slightly difficult with the amount of mobile phones and everything that goes around. But if I can bring a smile onto your faces, that's something, For sure. Say, okay, I've done something good in the afternoon today. Other than that, keep supporting us. We have a good site, we have a good team. We are in a phase where, we are going through a lot of changes. But with all due support of yours, we'll keep doing well. So thanks a lot. Real pleasure being here. Let's make the most of the afternoon.
For sure.